You cannot get a new result using old strategies. Okay, that's something I learned from my coach. You can't get a new result using old strategies. So if you have been struggling and having trouble, make sure you're paying attention, because the biggest issue with moving forward is not all the tips and tools and strategies I'm giving you. I'm going to give you lots of practical tips and strategies and tools for success. But the problem is mostly you. If you are struggling and you're not succeeding, there are lots of great programs out there that have lots of tips and tools and strategies. How come you haven't been using them? So you take you with you everywhere. If something's not working, pay attention. That's why the Brain Warriors Way, that's the best of my husband's stuff and my stuff combined. That's why we did that, because we think about 75 to 80% of success is mindset and spirituality, your purpose and your mindset. So if you don't have those two things grounded, and you don't know, and you don't have the insight, and the ability to look at your own issues and your own struggles and where you are struggling, I don't care what tips and tools and strategies anybody gives you, you're going to keep repeating your same issues. So that's why we spend so much time on those things. So one of the things I want to talk about really quickly, some of your mental strategies are just critically important, and we're going to start there. So I had this epiphany, and you're all going to think I'm a little crazy as I go through this. I just want to make sure I'm pulling my notes up. So give me 1 second. I use myself as an example, maybe because I'm so messed up, but hey, whatever works, right? Now you know why I married a psychiatrist. But no, seriously, I had this epiphany. It used to really bother me that I was so different. I always felt different. From the time I was really little, I was sort of a dork. I just never felt like I really fit in. And maybe that was my perception. But it was my perception, and perception is everything. I just never quite fit in. And that always bothered me. And then one day I had this huge epiphany, and I'm like, well, holy cow. That's like why I'm successful, because I don't fit in, right? So I stopped worrying about not fitting in. But part of it happened, it was really interesting. I married my husband, and I just never, ever aspired to be a country club wife. So to all my friends who are country club wives, I love you dearly. It's just not my aspiration. Never wanted it, and still don't. So I married my husband, who's a pretty down-to-earth, mellow guy, and it never dawned on me what that was going to mean. And all of a sudden, I marry him. We live in this very nice area of Orange County, and I suddenly had friends I never knew existed, right? So I'm getting all these invitations to charity events and to, all these parties at country clubs, and I just like instantly felt like, but I never said anything to him. I felt like the pressure was on. I'm supposed to do this now because I am Mrs. Amen. And I didn't know really how to handle it. So I'm like, okay, well, this is the expectation of me. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, well, I have no clothes for this. I like own gym clothes and karate gis. That's my life, right? So I told Daniel, I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. He goes, well, go shopping. He thought I wanted that. So he's like, go shopping, buy what you need. And I'm like, okay, that's the second problem. I'd rather like go to the dentist than go to the mall. I hate shopping with a passion. So now I am sort of forced into this thing that I don't want to do. And now I have to do something else to maintain it that I don't want to do. So it's not authentic to me. Hopefully you see where I'm going with this. So I'm really uncomfortable with this whole situation, and I now have to go to all these events that I don't love. I don't want to do this. And I'm feeling pressure, even though they're supposed to be fun. The people there are really nice. It has nothing to do with them. This is all about me and my issues, right? So I'm trying to maintain and keep up and do makeup and hair and whatever and blah. And anyways, I start going to these events. And one day my husband's at work, I walk in my closet and I'm trying to get dressed, and I put on a dress and I look, and I'm running late because I don't like doing all this anyways. And I look at my shoes and I break down in tears. That is not like me. So I pick up the phone, I'm on the phone with my husband, I'm having this breakdown because I don't have shoes to go with my outfit. Oh my gosh, like if you know me, you know that's not me. And my husband's like, okay, who are you and what did you do with my wife? And I go, but you don't understand. I don't know how to do this. This isn't me. You didn't marry someone who does this. He goes, then why are you doing it? And I just stopped. And I'm like, because I thought you wanted me to. He goes, well, that's a dumb reason to do it. He goes, I don't even do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I felt this huge weight lift off my shoulders. And it dawned on me, I'm not like everyone else. I'm never going to be like everyone else. If you're not authentic to yourself and who you are, you will never accomplish what you were meant to accomplish. Now, if you are one of those people and you do charities and you rock them, God bless you. Go do that. That's your mission. That's not me. So be authentic to you. I'm only using myself as an example because I'm just trying to show you that when you're not authentic to who you are, I run around. There's not a lot of women in karate gis running around sweaty in Newport Coast. There's just not. But that's who I am. And I stopped worrying about what other people think. And I love my neighbors. So what? That's just who I am. Doesn't mean I can't be there. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. So be authentic to who you are. For me, that means embracing my sweat, because I'm not giving up my workout for a meeting or for anything. I'm not going to give up my health for that. So that's why we're going to spend so much time on mindset. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So your mental strategies are so important. I would suggest you tape your one-page miracle that we talked about to your mirror. And I want to ask you, is your behavior getting you what you want? Because that's the whole point of the one-page miracle. I actually tell people to tape this little list to their mirror. And it's just a set of questions. Did you plan your menu? Did you pack your food, get your gym clothes ready, everything ready the night before, and write down what you want for food, for your goals, for everything? Gratitude the night before. Are you drinking enough water? Are you sleeping enough? Are you spending enough time with your healthy tribe? And are you living your message? Like I wasn't living my message, now I am. So are you living your message? If you're not doing those things, don't be surprised that you're not getting the results you're trying to achieve. So I would tape that to your mirror, look at it every day. When you are doing those things, you will get what you want. When you're not doing those things, you will not get what you want. I would add to that spending time in gratitude. For many of you, that means prayer. For some of you, that means meditation, focusing on your purpose. Really important. So that is one of the things I want to talk about with mindset today. So you will get in your own way if you are not thinking about those things. Please learn and think about and spend time figuring out what is authentic in your life. Don't do what is authentic in other people's lives. Don't do what other people think you should do. Figure out what works for you, because that is the only way you're going to actually be successful. Do you want to be successful doing someone else's plan? Or do you want to be happy and successful doing your plan?